Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. First one in a while, huh? PSA. If you don't like what I talk about, stay off the channel. And the reason I'm bringing that up, well, for several reasons. I just got to get this off my chest. Because I get... Okay, like one thing. Because there's like several little things. Well, first of all, I get some dudes who don't like what I say, right? Or what I talk about in my videos. Why you commenting? I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, I get some dumbass motherfucker, and I do mean dumbass motherfucker. I'm saying motherfucker, not mine. But a dumbass motherfucker think I'm going to change my program for something. Even had one dude thinking, well, trying to tell me what to do on here. No, they ain't gonna like it. If you don't like what I say or like what I'm doing, stay off the channel. Because all you doing is adding to my algorithm anyway. You putting money in my pocket. If I don't like something somebody says, or I don't like somebody's content or something like that, I stay off their channel. I might watch it one time, and I don't even get mad that I watch it, because some people will say, well, that's a waste of time or something. Even if it is, don't comment on it. That's stupid. That's stupid as shit. Right? I ain't gonna waste my time dealing with somebody's shit. Right? And I'll get into that later. But you be having some dudes, I guess they dudes, I don't know, saying some shit, or not liking something, or saying, well, you should have called it this or that. No, motherfucker, I called it what I called it. Look, I talk about being a sovereign man. One thing of what a sovereign man does is what the fuck he want to do. If you don't like it, stay the fuck off of it. I'm not going to change. That for a commenter. I'm the type of dude, if you got in my face and said something, I'm still going to do what I do. You do what the fuck you going to do. Stay off of it. I'm not going to lose sleep. I remember when dudes used to say, not so much anymore, they say, well, Rom, I'm leaving. Okay, bye. I remember one dude was like trying to, wanted me to convince him why he should buy my books. I was like, motherfucker, you either buy it or you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to waste time. Shit. Because I have an abundance mentality. I only want the wolves on this channel. I've said that 1,000 times. I only want the dudes who trying to do something. I want the select, or men who really working to be select. And anybody who listen to me, no, I be doing more. Oh, another thing, like, you get some, they'll listen to one video, like I had one commenter say, well, he ain't telling us how to be, develop sex appeal. What the fuck you think body game is? I tell dudes that shit. Oh, and another thing, because, I don't have no problem saying I'm 60, right? And speaking of which, man, it be some dumbass motherfuckers. Like somebody said, oh, you should go to the doctor. You got some gray. I'm 60, motherfucker. I'm supposed to have some gray. Shit. I got less gray than motherfuckers younger than me. Like, don't waste time with stupidity. If you don't like what I say, stay off of here. But what I was going to say about some dudes will be like, well, you don't know what's going on and all of that. Then why are you wasting time? There was somebody, I ain't going to call his name, but there was somebody on my Patreon, right, saying, well, it's different here and there. And I'm thinking, okay, why the fuck you paying for the highest level of my Patreon if you don't think I know what I'm talking about? Why ask? Because that's dumb as shit. If you don't think somebody know what they're talking about or think they ain't there, you don't listen, period. You know? Or you don't add to it. You don't put money in their pockets. And see, one thing with it is, I don't like stupidity. Seriously, that's the one thing. I don't like stupidity. You can't be out in this world stupid, right? You know, if you thinking I'm too old or something, which I explained, there ain't no difference. They be trying to, like, you get some people, every now and then get somebody like, well, that wasn't, he's older. He don't know what's going on these days. Yet my 22 and 20-year-old sons know what the fuck is going on. Yet a whole lot of the people following me in their 20s and they getting something out of it. Shit, they know what the fuck is going on. Because like I said, the motherfuckers didn't live back in the day, didn't know what was happening. Only people who could say there was any difference is somebody in their 60s. And it really wasn't. Only difference was technology and shit was hidden better back in the day. It was easy to cheat back in the day. That was about it. But a lot of this stuff now that dudes are complaining about women doing, they were doing back in the day. They were just able to hide that shit better. Shit. They could hide cheating better. You couldn't go through their phone back in the day and everything. Everything think it was cool. I think, nah, it was just hidden. See, you can see shit nowadays. Shoot, somebody acting trifling, somebody can break out their phone. But as far as the game of man sticking his dick in a woman, there ain't been no damn change. And even before that, I had some elders telling me some shit going on back in the 20s. And I was like, damn, it's the same thing. Only, like I said, the only thing changed is. But then you get some dumbass motherfuckers saying, well, you this, you that. It was like, well, stay the fuck off the channel then, motherfucker. If you don't think I know what I'm talking about, don't waste time. Don't waste time trying to tell me. Find somebody. Apparently, whatever you're doing ain't working, because if it was, you wouldn't be on here anyway. And because I was thinking about that shit. Because I said I hadn't said anything. I said, no, I don't like stupidity. And you know what? Let me get deeper. Why? Because it ain't just about that. But my thing is, if anybody follow my weekend videos, especially my Sovereign Man videos on Saturdays, or they follow my Deep Thought videos, my Deep Thought channel, or my Money Matters channel, my whole thing is about being successful in life. Like the woman part ain't even big about it. Even my books is really just the women part. That's like 25% of the program and shit. My whole thing is about just being smart. Now, my thing is, why waste time? That's why a lot of times people will send me a video or tell me some shit, and I was like, I ain't really see. Because I'm working. I'm doing some shit. Now, if you thinking my shit, I don't have a problem if you disagree with my shit, or I don't have a problem if you don't think I know what I'm talking about. Because I'm like, okay, go find somebody you think do. Don't waste your time. Because you get some dudes, they get mad because, I ain't gonna lie, I will delete comments. I don't give a fuck. And here's why. I don't have time for that shit. I want dudes who trying to learn some stuff. I don't have time to go back and forth with somebody. So I was like, because at first I did. But then I was like, nah, I don't have time for that shit. And also, that's why I don't do random stuff. People be saying, hey, can you do something here? I say, no, you don't dictate to me. You do not dictate. Because that was years ago I did, somebody, even if somebody paid or something, requesting something, I would take it. But then the last time I did that shit, I had a bunch of people who normally didn't comment. I was like, nah, to me, it fucked up the energy. I'm all about succeeding. I'm all about success. And I'm going to stick with that shit. Because, well, one, on just a pragmatic level, this was putting money in my pockets. See, that's the thing. Everything I'm doing now is putting money in my pockets. So why would I change it for some random dude who don't know me? Some random dude who don't know what's up. And if you don't like how I'm doing something, like I be having some dudes say, well, you should talk about this or that. Motherfucker, you talk about it yourself. If you ain't talking about it, if you don't got the ball, if you want anything, do it yourself. But as a man, any man listening, you need to be more focused on what you trying to do in life. You don't worry about me or anybody else. If we ain't helping you in what you trying to do and where you trying to go, you need to be focused on somebody who's helping you trying to be on your mission, who's helping you to get someplace. I ain't tripping. Y'all notice on this channel, I have never asked. Think about it. In fact, I challenge you to find a video I did for anybody to share these videos. I've never asked one time to share these videos, to sub this channel, to like any of the videos. Y'all notice I never do that. Right? Now, I have asked for people to, sub my other channels. That was once to get money. Once I did that, y'all notice I never asked. And now I'll mention them, of course. But then that's always in context with whatever I'm talking about. That's in context. But y'all notice whenever I talk about something like that, then I share other people's stuff. If it's a video that's in context or, something that backs up what I'm saying. But you notice I've never asked anybody to watch this channel. Now, yeah, that's great. I got 100,000 subs on this channel. But, my thing is, all I care about is helping folk and then getting paid for it. All I care about is some money. And despite having, 6 figures in subs, there's been times when I've had half the subs and made more money in some months. I mean, this is, shoot, I want the men who are going to be helped, But, you get some dudes on here, they want to say, well, you're old. They want to start all this shit. And really all they want to do is just start some trouble. They want a little bit of attention. I don't have time for that shit. My thing is, if you can't look me in the eyes and say what you got to say, well, it's useless. It's useless. And if you get mad because of it, because I know I got one dude, man, and he hit my email up several times. I was like, dang, hit dogs holler. But I was like, what did that do? Because I've constantly had, every now and then, get somebody try to get me to go in a different direction, talk about this or that, and I'll just be like, nah. Haven't y'all figured that out about me? It was like, Rom don't listen. Shit, I don't follow. I am not a follower. I don't give a fuck who you are. Even had somebody try to be smart saying, well, he'll do it for a certain amount of money. Dude, you got to start with 7 figures to get me to think about doing something I don't want to do. That's just to think about it. And I think about it for 2 seconds, take your money. Think about it for 2 seconds, say no. And if somebody get mad, say, well, no, I only said I'd think about it. I ain't say I wouldn't. If you pay me, I'll think about it. And I can think about something in 1 second. Seriously. Like, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you not down for what I'm talking about, or you got any issue with me, don't listen. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem. It's like, I don't know how many damn creators, millions of creators on YouTube, and there's plenty of people talking about the same thing. They talk about man gets woman. There's different content creators. Everybody ain't talking body game or everything I'm taking. In fact, I've recommended that. I said, shoot, if what I say, I have said, like, try out what I'm saying. If it don't work for you, find somebody else. I don't lose sleep over that. My shit ain't for everybody, and I'm good with that. My shit is, I'm good with that, because it ain't gonna be for everybody. You know? I ain't one of those people who lose sleep if somebody don't like my stuff. But, you know, I'll be like, I do have an issue with stupidity. I do. Seriously, I have an issue with it, because I'm like, especially in this day and time, all this craziness out here in society. Because actually, I could get into politics more than anything else. And I can get into politics. I can really get into that. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. You know, I can get into some other stuff, but I don't get into it. It's like, don't worry about it. You don't need me. You know, and if you have an opinion on it, start your own channel. In fact, I advise people, if you got something you got to say, or something you want to talk about it yourself. Don't look for somebody else. Don't look for me to talk about it. If it's important enough to you, anybody can get online. That's the beauty of something like YouTube. Anybody can get on here. Anybody can get on here. They don't care. And you can do it as long as you want. Back when I had my stroke, you remember, I was off of here for about 6 weeks. Shit, 6-7 weeks. YouTube then hit me up with a thing saying, hey, you gotta be on here. Shit, you can do what you want. Talk about what you want. Whatever's on your mind, go ahead and talk about it. You know? Don't look for somebody like me to talk about it. You know? Don't look for somebody like me. Because, you know, as a man, you know, and don't waste your time with some bullshit. Don't waste your time. The time and energy you spend maybe watching my shit or trying to break that shit down or anybody else's stuff, because I've seen that on other channels too. Trying to break that down, trying to be on some troll shit. You could be doing something to make money for yourself. Like as a man especially, man or woman. You might think that's cool, but then, you know, I'm still making money. If you trying to make money, if you trying to do something for yourself, you need to be building yourself. See, men out here who doing something for them, who doing something in life, they just building. They ain't on some bullshit. And I do mean the word bullshit. Hey, what's up? Yeah. You know? Shoot, you don't have time for that shit. Shoot. Yeah, shoot. You deal what you want to deal with. You know? Seriously. Like you don't like this channel, stay off of it. You don't like anybody's channel, stay off of it. Do what you doing. Figure out what you trying to do with your life. You know? You need to be focused on it. Because you never know what's going to happen. It's crazy out here. In fact, I advise any man, shoot, woman too, whatever talent you got, whatever skills you got, to stick with it. Y'all notice that's what I talk about. I really hit that on the weekends. If y'all really listen to my weekend videos, I don't be talking about man gets woman. And I be like very like motivational and stuff on my Saturday and Sunday videos. And the reason I'm very motivational on it is you need to what's going on out here. That's one thing big with me anyway. Man, woman, whoever out here, whatever you want to call yourself, because even, some people be saying they non-binary. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Whatever you call yourself, get out here and do the stuff that you're supposed to do with your life. Don't spend time worrying about somebody else. That's a waste of energy and stuff. Get out here, figure out what you're trying to do, work on that. If somebody else got something, unless they in your motherfucking face, don't worry about it. If you don't like what I'm saying, anybody's saying, what you doing online anyway? You might need to be out here working on your business or something. Seriously. I know I started off one way, but you know me, that was get your attention. Now that I got it, shoot, work on your business, build your business, get money in your pocket. Shoot. Especially you get all these people out here being laid off and stuff, and the economy, and I don't give a fuck. It's funny. I was watching some on one of those business channels, and this guy was trying to say, ain't no signs for a recession, and it was a panel. It was like a panel, and a woman sitting next to him like, this motherfucker on some bullshit. Seriously. But you got that. People losing jobs and stuff. Every single person need to figure out what they can do. They need to figure out their skills. Like, we don't have time to waste out here. Like, even though I can be very jokey sometimes, and like on this, especially when I'm driving. Anybody who knows me well know I'm very serious. I'm very serious. I'm really focused on the things I gotta do and everything. Very focused. In fact, I need to relax a bit more. That's an issue with me, because I'm a workaholic motherfucker. So you need to be focused on your shit, man. Don't worry about me or anybody else. Don't worry about trying to go taking your time, because even that few seconds you think you writing something, if you worried about me, that means you ain't worried about your shit. And you ain't getting paid for it, remember. See, you try to come from me or anybody else, I get paid. You try to post something or get me to do something, you worried about me doing something. But I'm getting paid for it regardless of what I'm doing. Even if you dislike what I'm talking about and watching this whole video, I'm getting paid for it. I'm getting paid. So you wasting time. And like I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you don't watch it. I just want, I've been saying since day one, I only want the wolves on here. I only want the men, and I'm getting a lot of women too, who getting something from what I'm talking about. Don't waste time otherwise, man, because seriously, it's getting crazy out this motherfucker. Like I said, it's getting crazy out this motherfucker. People need to be focused on whatever business they're going to do, focus on their life, focus on the mates in their life, because that's one of my main things too, getting the right mate for you. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to say something about that again, because like I said, be getting some dudes talking about age and shit. Everything I'm seeing now, I was seeing when I was in my 20s. Every single thing. Only difference was technology. I was seeing this shit when I was little. I was seeing women cheating when hell, Nixon was still in the White House. I was seeing women cheating. So, I was seeing some shit. Ain't nothing new out here. Only thing new is technology. That's it. So look, but if you don't want to take my word for it, whatever. But you need to worry about now any damn way. You need to worry about getting your shit together, doing the things you need to do to make it through life. All right. I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to seriously think about that. And I'll get back to y'all tomorrow. Seriously. I'll get back to y'all tomorrow. So, let me just say one last thing, though. That's why a lot of dudes are hitting me up talking about the other stuff they doing. They even getting pussy, but talking about the businesses they doing. Talking about how they getting their life together, how they moving up. Somebody hit me up on IG telling me, he about to move out. He doing his stuff, moving up in the world and everything. That's what I want to hear, man. That's ultimately where I'm going. So, like I said, I just want the crew who's gonna fuck with me, and on some serious shit. Everybody else, whatever. All right. So anyway, man, I'll get back with y'all tomorrow. I don't know. I might do that one from home. From home. Like I said, there's a lot of extra stuff going on, and like I said, I got life outside of this, so. At least for a few more days, things are going to be a little different. A few more days anyway. It is what it is. Like I said, get shit to do, But going to give y'all something. So anyway, I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.